Hey everybody, it's Greg and it's another edition of Unbreakable, the podcast. It is Tuesday, March the 26th of, oh God, March is almost in. Can you believe it? You just seemed like February December where we had that extra day, 329th, a leap year day. And now we're almost to the end of March. Time is flying. I wanted to go there because April, May, June, those are my months. Uh, I'm wearing a Ravens cap today. Why? What the hell, bro? You're an Eagles fan. Why are you wearing an Eagle? Because I support all of it today after that tragic bridge collapse that happened. If you didn't see it, it happened at close to 2 a.m. And I saw the video of it. It's like, you remember these erector sets when you were a kid? You would build these, and that's what it looked like. It looked like it was just an erector set that was collapsing. What a tragedy, and you can actually see the cars sliding off the bridge into the water. Oh my God, that had to be horrible to have that happen. And to just feel yourself in the car sliding into the water. That's like the worst nightmare. That's why I don't like bridges. Oh, I can't stand bridges. I mean, I know we need them to get places, but I was never a big fan of bridges. I'm just not. Anyway, thoughts and prayers go out to Baltimore today. And wow. Uh, I've heard that they found two people in the water. The water was at 47 degrees when it happened last night, and they got two people out. And there are others missing, and what a horrible thing! I just can't imagine it. And now, when you think about it, they have to rebuild that bridge because apparently it's a key, no pun intended, but that's the David Bridges, Francis Scott Key Bridge. It's a key bridge down there. And I don't know. It's just, you never know, you know? And these people are crossing the bridge close to 2 in the morning. And, uh, and then something like that happens. And apparently the boat they lost power. So it was, just would say it was a runaway boat. They couldn't steer it, they couldn't control it, and ended up hitting the pillar and the bridge collapsed. Just terrible. Anyway, we stand with all of it today. Hey, did you hear this news? I heard it this morning on the news about Dollar Tree. Really? It seems like Dollar Tree is hiking up their cap. Now, it used to be back in the old days that Dollar Tree and places like that, you go in and get things for $1, pretty close to it. And then they hiked it up the cap to like $5. Now they're hyping it up to $7. I mean, don't call yourself Dollar Tree anymore. Call yourself $7 Tree, you know? And they asked her, why are you doing this? Why? And apparently the answer was something like, well, because we found a lot of our customers now are making close to $125,000 a year. Really? Really? For customers? I would think the people going to Dollar Tree are people who are poor. They go to Dollar Tree because they need to go to Dollar Tree to save some money. And that's what you call green. That is green. That Dollar Tree all this time, they're there for a reason, right? They're there for a reason to have affordable things at affordable prices for people who can't afford to buy a lot of things like that. They go to Dollar Tree. They need to pick up some party stuff or some candy or paper or whatever it is, right? So shame on Dollar Tree for now becoming $7 Tree. It's stupid. I gotta say kudos to all the hosts at the MSNBC who stood up yesterday. They stood up, especially Rachel Maddow, Jen Psaki, Joy Reid. They stood up to their employer, NBC News, for hiring the Roto McDaniel, that trader, which used to head the RNC. And the reason I say that, they just hired him. So, she was going to be a commentator, whatever. Um, she still is spouting the lies about the election was stolen and January 6th wasn't bad. So why? I don't even know why NBC hired her in the first place. All I'm thinking, who made that decision? Whoever made that decision needs to resign or get fired because it was terrible. Didn't they think? Did NBC think that people would notice and people would care? What are they doing? So I was really happy. I wasn't going to watch MSNBC either anyway. I was going to boycott them until they fired at the end. But I gotta say, I tuned in last night because I do like watching Jen Psaki and Rachel Maddow at Monday nights. And I have to say, I was very impressed by their courage and their bravery. And that's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take to fight the think about it. When we sent our troops over the river and to the Pacific, would fight the Nazis and the Japanese and the people who were trying to take over the freaking world. It took a lot of courage. It took a lot of courage to stand up to those people and say, no, you're not going to do it. And that's what's going to take a lot of courage to stand up to the people who are trying to turn our democracy into a fascist state. And we saw a lot of courage last night by especially Rachel Maddow, who stood up to her employer, NBC, and told them that it's not right. It's not right. And I don't blame them, because if they didn't do that, they'd be hypocrites. Every night, whenever they're on, they're talking about Trump and what he's trying to do to the country. And yet, they're going to have somebody like that on their staff. I mean, no. So kudos to MSNBC. I'm going to keep watching that NBC News. Not that I watched it a lot anyway, but I'm not going to watch it now. Speaking of Trump, did you hear about the cases yesterday? Well, it's sort of a mixed bag for me. In the appeals court, he got his bond lowered to like 175 instead of 500 billion. And he claims he's going to be able to come up with that. No problem. In fact, he said it's my honor to post that bond. Jesus. So he gets a break there. He has 10 days to do it. But, if he loses his appeal, he's still on the hook for all that money, like that $500 billion he's got to come up with. So he's not off the hook. And the other thing is the trial for his defamation hush money thing, which still began that's a trial date, April 15th, tax day. So finally, someone is going to hold him to accountability. Let's see what happens. Meanwhile, the other judge, his lackey, Cameron, keeps dragging her feet about setting a trial date for the secret documents case. And Teflon Don, that's what they used to call it, Teflon Don, because nothing ever stuck to the guy. He was always a weasel, add stuff. But there's a lot of smart people in this country, And if he thinks he can reason his way out of all of these cases, he's wrong. And the best way to make sure that Donald Trump uh, has his day and justice will be served is for him to lose the election. And then time comes up in that. Then he's going to be in court all the time. Anyway, so as the world turns, right? It's like a soap opera, but kind of like trying to remember the world before Trump, and we didn't have so much drama every day and so much chaos and crises. Um, when were they? Right? When were they? The other thing I was talking about was, oh yeah, this thing that's going on with baseball, Ohtani, Ohtani, and these gambling things, rumors, whatever, his interpreter and gambling debt. Ohtani spoke to the media yesterday, and they claimed that the interpreter stole him $4 million out of his account. I don't know. I'm glad Major League Baseball is investigating this around. I don't know. I think it should be like an independent investigation because Major League Baseball has a lot of news if Ohtani is suspended and if they fail and Ohtani is wrong. The other question is, what of this is interpreted being wrong? I was asking, is it baseball? The interpreter could be making bets, but how do we know that Ohtani himself isn't giving him some information, right? We don't know. Although, if it was, I guess it was bad information because this dude is there's $4 million in debt. I just hope that they get through that. This is a reason why I wasn't necessarily really proud the Dodgers and World Series champions. Just because they're not the best players doesn't mean that they're cheap. And there's such a thing as chemistry, and there's such a thing as it's a long season, you don't know what's going on. Injuries, stuff like this coming up, right? And so I wouldn't put the Dodgers in the World Series right away, How do we know how this team is going to gel together? How are they going to play together? Let alone all these outside distractions going on. So, as a Phillies fan, it gives me hope that the people with the Dodgers and maybe the Braves are a little bit better on the field. The Phillies still have a really good chance to get into the World Series and win the World Series. So, but that Ohtani thing would be something that would be interesting to follow. Thinking this isn't going to go away right away either. This may be something that's going to linger and hang over the Dodgers all season long, which means that with all those outside distractions, and we'll see if it hampers the performance on the field, right? We'll have to see. Baseball is only a few days away, and unfortunately here in Philadelphia, it looks like the opening day on Thursday may get rained out. So I'm sure, I kind of like the season starting at the end of March. It's just such a changeable run, and it's a transition run. And back in the day, the season only started well into April. I don't know what they could do. And on the other end of the schedule, you don't want to stretch it out so that the World Series happening in November or Thanksgiving. I don't know. I just think there's got to be one. But they're not going to shorten the schedule because of money and television. Maybe they can schedule in double headers you know? And of course, they don't want to do that because that's a loss of the gate for all these owners. I just think it's not right to start the season in March. The weather was too unpredictable, and people aren't the baseball yet, you know? I don't know. Something's wrong with me. Well, if I was Boston, anyway, well, I hope everybody has a good day too. And, it's, well, again, there's the thoughts go out to the people involved and the victims of the bridge collapse and the families. And hope that they saves everybody. And it's just a tragic thing. And if, to watch it happen, that's the thing. Nowadays, the cameras and cell phones, no matter what happens, there's chances are there's video of it. And it just so happened, these women exposed. And it's awful. So thoughts and prayers, Ravens, talk about it. Everybody have a good day. Take care. Peace and love. See you next time. Tomorrow on Unbreakable podcast. See you then.